And welcome back to Evergreen Speedway's Home Track Heroes here on CW11. Kyler Ope, Caleb Hart up here in the booth. And we're going to move on from the racing and go on to the destruction.
You would have thought that some of these divisions already looked like bump to pass, but no, now it's legal mini bump to pass coming up next year in Home Track Heroes. You know how much I love destruction.
It's not just legal, it's encouraged.
That's right. Now, it's not wreck to pass. You just got to tap them, a little tap-tappy, a tap-tap-taparoo, but that's enough to get by them.
Yep, and we are going to go into your starting lineup here, but first, this segment is brought to you by BECU. Boeing Employee Credit Union believes in people over profit. BECU, altogether different.
When you need money to put your bump-to-pass car back together when they tag you too hard, BECU's the trick.
Yeah, it'd be tough to get these to qualify for an auto loan, I think.
Could be, yeah. Resale value, significantly lower.
So we will get you the starting lineup here. We got the 70 of Gabe Salter on the front row, and to his outside of the 17, Cameron Lawson.
Steve Schoenfeld drives the 6, and starting fourth, the 85X of Nick Williams.
Then we got the 86 of Jaeger Boyd. To his outside, 24, Scott Kiesling.
Hunter Jenkins starts 7th in the 85. Your 8th plate starter, it's the 911 of Richard Tredovic.
In row number 5, we got the V18 of Justin Jones. At his outside, the 007 Andrea Thornborough.
It is the 07 of Jacob Thornborough and the 59 Tony the Tiger. Tony Timlick start in the next row.
I think we're going to see Tony a little bit later on in the demo derby also, so he's in here in the next few segments, so it's going to be fun to watch that in the 59. Next row, we got the 12 Richard Taylor. To his outside, the 22 Tyler Robron.
Row behind them, the 13 of Justin Bliss and the 26 of Rich Turner. And tail end Charlie, it's the 79 of Sonny Turner. A couple of Turners.
We get, I think, about 1, maybe 2 laps to go till green. The yellow light's still on, so we got another couple times around. But yes, they're going to be running the same course we saw the Youth Hornets on a little bit earlier, just around the 2 poles. But it is going to feel like a very long course for these guys because they're going to be going about anywhere but straight the whole time.
That's right. You're going to see cars careening off in multiple directions. Again, you do have to make contact with them legally to get by. That doesn't mean spin them all the way out, although many of the times you hit them right, you're going to see them go around. Doesn't mean stuff them in the fence, although that's also completely and perfectly legal. But you do have to make contact with them. If you pass them clean, that's a naughty and you get penalized. It's the one time that you'll get penalized for doing something that in normal racing you're supposed to.
As we got a full fuel of the mini bump to pass cars, as these little 4-cylinders are fun no matter what course we put them on here at Evergreen Speedway, as John Peterson gets ready to throw the green flag, and it is going to get real exciting real quick here as it's going to be the green light of destruction on right now as we are going green 3 wide down the front straightaway right away.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be the one in the middle, but somehow he escaped getting through there for just a second until he didn't, and here comes the destruction.
Yep. And that is quite the eventful turn number 1. We got a couple cars going rally crossing, couple, I think, of the flat tire. Looks like the V18 right there. Again, turn around and all sorts of every direction for race cars.
How hard must it be to flag this? As you just kind of have to decide, no, that's not enough danger. Let's just let it go, right? The judgment calls are significantly tough.
Yeah, as we saw the 85 back there scooting around, that's Nick Williams. Is Tony Timlick already moving up into trying to get into third as he's going to send the 85 around, and he came from way back in the pack, and that orange car, Tony the Tiger, is moving forward quick.
Did he do that on the last episode of Home Track Heroes that we had? The bump to pass came from way deep out of nowhere to the lead. Kind of a recurring theme here.
Yeah, so get used to seeing that orange car up front, Tony the Tiger, as he was a crowd favorite. As we got some more beating and banging behind them. We got a couple of the V8 cars going down the front straightaway. It's 86, the V18, I think, and Tony's just going to give him a little bit of bumper going around the corner.
It's mass chaos. It's a bump to pass race. It's try to pick a car that you like, follow them around, and hope that they go more forward than backwards as they're sideways in front of your leader coming around turn 4.
As we got cars parked all over the 1/5 mile so far, as I think Tony Tiger is almost going for the lead right here. As he's going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Shove him off into the back stretch. It'll be great.
As we got a couple cars parked right on the front straightaway, as I think the police got to the 85 right there. He's got some police lights in the car that turned to him. Can't quite see the number on him, but...
How much you want to bet that's the 911 that got into him, huh?
Safe bet there.
Thank you.
As they're going to be able to get it straightened back out and get going. But the yellow flag is going to come out for a couple of the cars stalled on the front straightaway right there. 22 is yellow flag comes out, gets it rolling, of course. So we're going to take a quick break, bring it back up to the booth as we try to gather our thoughts on how crazy those first, I think, 3 laps were.
That was 5, yeah. We went 5 of 25 there, and I think we saw every car in the field field, at least sideways, if not spun around at some point in time within that. It's a precursor. We know that there's going to be even more chaos coming up. Why? Because they bunch them all together for the restart.
Oh, yeah.
It's even better. I love it.
Gonna be awesome. If you're interested in watching these guys in person, check back during the fair, Evergreen State Fair. They will be all back out here in action. We got a lot of Nights of Destruction then, so you're going to want to come out and enjoy it. So if you want to see all these mini bump to pass cars and Tony Timlick, Tony the Tiger, he's of course leading, you can come out, check out our website, evergreenspeedway.com, to get the full schedule and check out the mini bump to pass next time they're out.
Now, this gets really fun because we know how fast Timlick is. He's going to get into the slower cars really quick and then just destroy them. He's not supposed to destroy them, but he's going to get to if he wants to in going by and lapping people. Not just enough to be embarrassed and getting lapped, but yeah, you're getting spun out by the leader in the process. Even better.
As they're going to take out the Uke tire, he's going to split the Uke tires. That's some nice driving back there. It's almost having to go through the gate back there, and they're going to keep it going. There goes the 911 with the flashing lights trying to run everyone down. We'll see what kind of pit moves he's able to do, but like you said, Tony the Tiger already catching lap traffic.
Oh, yeah. Well, but spinning each other out, he took the easy way going into 1 and 2. What the heck? Well, we haven't seen any poor Uke tire abuse in this race yet. The Uke tire's been taking a beating from the other non-bump to pass divisions, so good to see them getting a little reprieve.
Yeah, I don't think I'd speak quite so soon on that. We'll see what these guys are able to do. There's quite a few Uke tires out there, and there's a lot of possibility to get his. We've seen that 6 car and that I think it's the V18 of Justin Jones. They cannot get away from each other this whole race.
Oh, that guy just spun all by himself. Where the heck's the fun in that? Oh, it's the family wagon. Check it out. Straight from the grocery store, straight from Grocery Outlet,
Whoa.
picking up the family groceries. He's got the dog food, the milk, the car seat still in it, and he turns the guy around right
Kept
in the
it out of the wall, too, as we're going to yellow flag for that car actually up against the Uke tires. I think we can count that as not quite Uke tire destruction.
No.
I think we'll count that as a saved Uke tire.
All right, Uke tire gets a reprieve once again. Barely. So we only got a few more laps in there. Let's let the field settle down, relax. They'll gather back up, and we'll make Tony have to work his way back up to the back of field once again. No big deal.
And the only time we throw cautions is usually for driver safety. So if a car gets stalled out in just the wrong spot, like where that one was, it's kind of a pinch point or a choking point, we like to call it. So it's just more for driver safety. Normally we try to not throw any yellow flags in this division, but sometimes you got to take the driver safety in hand, as you don't want to be stalled out.
I mean, these cars have full roll cages in them. They got the full safety gear and all of that. So you want to give them every chance, but don't put them sideways right in the middle of the straightaway in an unavoidable spot where somebody could possibly get hurt. So
Exactly.
Back to green.
Green flag is back out, and that's quite the bump right there. I can't quite see the number on that car. It might have been the 13, I think it looks like. 13 to Justin Bliss making his way forward, as actually might have cut the tires. He's coming pretty slow down the back straightaway, as we're seeing the first driver able to actually keep pace with Tony.
Yeah, 5-0s after him. It's the 911 of Richard Tredovic.
As they're able to keep pushing out. It's one of the V8, one of the V8 powered cars from the Steve Peters camp is able to keep on hunting down Tony Tiger.
Well, I wonder if he's trying to pull him over for speeding.
Good possibility there.
I couldn't help myself. So we're this time we're halfway. So we'll have 13 complete, 12 to go, and Tredovic really giving him the once over. The lap car gets into the leader.
And the 6 was actually getting the mechanical black flag there from John Peterson. So now he's facing the wrong direction. But yeah, the mechanical black flag, normally that means they're spewing oil or spewing some liquids or have a bumper hanging is when they'll get the mechanical black flag. As he's facing the wrong way down the front straightaway. As they're going to try to use it as a pick almost. As there goes Tiger around.
Oh, yeah.
A great pit maneuver there, as the caution flag is going to come out once again for the 6 car. Steve Schoenfeld stopped right there on the front straightaway. So we're going to bring it back up to the booth, let them reset, and try to figure out the running order for these guys, as it's been quite the exciting portion so far.
That was nuts. So you saw Tony the Tiger and Tredovic get together a couple of times. Lead changed hands, and now Tredovic should have the lead here in the restart. Tony the Tiger might have to come from a little ways back to make his way forward, although he's proven pretty adept at getting through the field. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Schoenfeld, the lap car, was able to pit maneuver him a little bit, but Tony was facing the grandstands, waving to the crowd, and then he was able to save the car and keep it going in the right direction. That was some incredible driving from the Tiger, as we're going to send him back out on track, as Tony the Tiger actually pulled off with a flat tire during that, so he's going to be at the very back of the field trying. There you see him across your screen there trying to catch back up, but that's going to be quite the run for Tony the Tiger now at the end of the race.
And the 911 is gone, too. Okay. All right. Well, mass chaos. No big deal. New leader. Green flag.
So that's the true 911 right there. So I think that's actually Tredovic.
Okay, so maybe I had it wrong. Maybe it was somebody else.
These cars need bigger numbers, I think. Help us announcers out a little bit, as they're going to get a bunch of fast guys back going. 12 laps to go as we got Tony the Tiger way deep in the pack trying to make his way forward, but looks like the 07, oh, yep, that is the 07 of Jacob Thornborough trying to make his way forward.
All right. Well, there you go, Thornborough. And your leader. Coming in on 10 to go.
As it is a little too calm. It makes me kind of wonder what's happening next.
Oh, look how spread out they are. That can't last. That can't last,
No.
right? Okay, just checking.
Tony the Tiger is already up to the 5th car in running order. We don't know how many lap downs where or what. According to time and scoring, he's 2nd. So a few of these cars in front of him are a lap down, but he is making quick work of the rest of the field. That 59 car is hooked up and fast.
Yeah, he has been the fastest car on the track every time that he's been out there. As you start to see the 3 cars in front of him gather together, there could be some chaos coming from them as this time by 8 to go. Big run from the 11 machine. Around they go, and it's like the party in the Red Seas for Tony the Tiger as he gets to drive by without problems.
So I think that yellow car is actually the 911 of Tredovic. So with that move there, that actually cost him the lead because that allowed the 59 of the Tony the Tiger to get right on by them. So he just waved goodbye as they're all stopped right there and took the lead over, and now they put Tredovic back in 2nd.
And now it is going to be Tony the Tiger just setting the pace, and he'll actually have a couple of laps before he's got to get into slower traffic at all.
Yeah, he's gaining on the 07 of Thornborough, so we'll see if he's able to get to him, spin him around a little bit as we got a little bit of action farther back in the pack. But
well, that's the thing. Now you're coming up to a point where you got to be just gentle enough. You don't want to risk hurting your own race car when you're leading, and especially leading by as dominant a factor as Tony the Tiger has had. So he'll work into 3 and 4 and close up again on those slower cars.
Just under 5 laps remaining now, as we'll see what Tony the Tiger is able to do, hanging on to the race lead for now as we see one of the cars pulling over, as one's just back there, I think, with all the Mr. Dizzy cars. We're going to see him come out later on. He's going to go park back there and blend in with the rest of the white cars back there.
Field is thinned out a little bit at this point in time, too, as you can just, with your eyeballs, we're down to, of the 17 starters, maybe about 10 cars left running here. So makes it a little bit easier on your leaders. He's not going to see as thorough of group of cars in front of him.
As you say that, they're 3 wide.
Yeah, and now he'll have to deal with 5 of them in short order.
So 4 laps to go for Tony the Tiger to keep it clean as, barely escaped one of the spinning V8 cars.
Had to take the scenic route. Meanwhile, the one who had just chilled out in the middle there for a while comes back. Revenge on his mind into the corner, and Tony escapes.
We'll see what he's able to do. That looks like it could be either the 24 of Scott Kiesling or maybe the 22 of Tyler Robron. Not quite sure which one that is, but it is a mess of cars right in front of your leader.
All right into the 911 again.
Makes
Gets
quick
him again
work.
for good measure. Here comes the white. 1 to go.
White flag from John Peterson in the mini bump to pass cars as they're going to go drifting right in front of your leader, trying to slow him down any way that they can. Tony the Tiger half straight away to go.
And down the back stretch for the final time. 1 in front of him, 1 behind him, but nobody close enough to do anything as he will get the win. So there is your win. We're coming back. We got more bump to pass coming up next on the CW11.